Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of Danny and Mike, wherein the fellas discuss Rasputin's dick, bagel bowls, and hobo-appropriation. Now play the music, Bammy. I hope to God that another telemarketer calls Danny while we're recording, because I want to hear him. I want to hear him boop bop it again. I want to hear him do it again.
Can you imagine how shitty that is when you just you have a shitty job already?
There's no end of horrible things. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's just nice to. You're calling me. Well, guess what? I'm gonna fucking.
What's in the jar, Dad?
Serenade you, man.
So you do that with all telemarketers?
I do. Well, I do a couple things. Sometimes I don't do anything. Sometimes I just pick up the phone and I listen to hear if it's like a robocall or if it's an actual
You're very bored. The fact that you're picking up any of those calls means you're very bored.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm bored.
I haven't picked up a phone call with my own area code in a decade.
I'm sorry. Aren't you unemployed?
Whoa.
Me too. It's cool. No, but you're going to get, that's what's going to happen to you tomorrow. You're going to get one of these calls.
It's a job.
Should I? It's a job.
Booking.
They'll eventually email me. That's the thing. They'll eventually email or leave me a voicemail.
You know what I do a lot of times when telemarketers call? I just let it ring a couple times. I pick it up and I'm like, welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Yes.
To his right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
No.
And to his right, our guest for the entire hour, funny man, Mr. Tim De La Motte. Welcome to the studio, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. This is a very exciting day for me.
This is an honor.
This is an honor?
I mean, it's an honor for me, so I assume it's an honor for you as well.
I mean, yeah, charmed, I'm sure, is the expression.
That's what I do when I hold out my hand for you and I go for a handshake and then I force it into your mouth.
Mutual.
Charmed,
sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I've never felt so welcomed. I got a nice beer. I got a nice Danny and Mike beer from the brewery tour.
And then we all just forced our hands into your mouth.
That's right.
Sorry about that. I didn't wash my hands.
That's fine.
I did.
I've seen the things you've touched since I've been here, and most of them are above board. Most of them are above board.
Okay.
Most of them above waist.
Well, at least that's a positive thing.
I only peed once at Black Horse.
That's right.
That's where you guys watch the
we
game?
went to Black Horse to watch the game because I demanded to be taken to watch soccer at a reasonable hour, which in New York is 2:45 in the afternoon. So in Los Angeles, that's a more unreasonable hour. The game's beginning at 5 a.m. and stuff like that. I can't get up.
I don't see a problem.
What we're really talking about is a vehicle for day drinking, and whatever that vehicle is, it matters not, as long as there is a good sport involved.
Absolutely.
Sure. I mean, I think it was more about the soccer than the day drinking.
But
the paninis were awesome.
However, in LA, like football on Sunday.
It's 5 a.m.
It's an all-day affair.
I still have yet to get
NFL.
I've yet to figure out how to shape my day around a 10 a.m. NFL start. I can't.
Right.
It's hard.
It's so weird.
I think that's why those teams do poorly on the West Coast.
That's honestly, that is a thing. They come to the East Coast with people being like, "Oh, these teams are soft. They're from LA. They only play in the warm weather." They come back to the East Coast and everyone thinks they can beat up on them, except for my Rammies, who lost in the Super Bowl.
Your Rammies?
I know. I sold them kombucha in my previous job.
I didn't realize we had.
You're from New Jersey. I don't want to hear anything about your.
I didn't realize we had Arsenal co-owner Stan Kroenke here.
Silent Stan. He is.
Oh, what a sack of garbage.
He is trash. He is true garbage. I mean, Jeremy, are you a fan of?
Could you think?
Let me fact check him first, then I'll get back to you.
Go right ahead, dude. There's a brand we hate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kroenke. Oh yeah,
boy.
He charges both Arsenal and the Rams like consulting contracts for his own services as team owner.
Really?
And as gross as it is, he went to the Arsenal owners, which were a bunch of like random citizens in the UK, and bought all of their shares up. So now he has 100% ownership. So he is,
so it's like if Donald Trump would go to Green Bay,
and
buy up all of the Packers.
I own all of
this. It's no longer green.
Now it's Gold Bay.
Dude, that would be realistic. Actually,
that'd be dope.
Sucks. That would suck. I mean, they wouldn't let them do that. The mustaches themselves would fight back. And those
he's talking about
stashes.
those guys up in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I don't know if the mustaches would rise.
I don't know.
We gotta see.
Please rise up.
They get the cheese curd launchers.
Well, the real mustaches, please rise up. Please rise up. Please rise up.
Exactly.
Facial hair can live on forever. I think Andy Rooney's eyebrows are still thriving right
and they
now.
do show callback to Danny's Dr. Game show.
Oh, you got that.
I think Rasputin's beard and or soul patch is still being exhibited in Moscow.
Is that true?
Yeah. You know Rasputin's dick, right?
No.
You heard about this, Jeremy? First fact check. Rasputin's dick. But in the meantime, because
don't put that. Don't do that.
I don't know that I want to know the facts.
Don't do that in incognito either. Just do it on your regular old browser. Type in Rasputin's dick.
Okay, logged in.
DICK.
Logged in as Danny and Mike. 1 second.
So while Jeremy's looking that up, Tim, I'm going to tell you about another segment we have on the show called $1 Billion Ideas. And I came
these ideas.
I came up with one today that I'd like to get off my chest pretty early before
put it in the book.
Before I forget about it.
Oh yeah, you got to put it in the book.
Wait. To be fair, there's nothing in the book thus far.
We just got it.
Don't maybe use like page 4.
This is an old segment with a
with
brand
an actual new
book.
prop.
Yes, with an actual prop.
Old
This was
segment,
always just
so page
Sharpie,
1,
huh? So you just want to destroy 3
page
pages
2,
of
page 3.
Yeah, go to like page 3 because we have some backlogging to do. Yeah.
It's somehow also on my pants now.
Ready, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing. These are old ass black jeans that even a Sharpie will show through. It's really embarrassing. I was having my usual, bagel with cream cheese, considering covering it with cereal, as is my latest.
Yeah, it's weird. Have you not been following him on Twitter there, Tim?
I've not seen this.
You know what? That's a real shame.
I've never
you
got to see. You got to see it. He makes really beautiful sandwiches in the morning that are bagels with stuff on them. The funny, ironic part about this is he talks shit about fucking Voodoo Donuts for putting breakfast cereal,
the exact same thing.
Putting breakfast cereal on donuts.
Yeah.
But if it's cream cheese in
On
a
a
bagel,
bagel.
it's okay.
Softens.
I don't believe that. I think that's there's something wrong here.
There's bagels in the morning. Bagels in the evening.
Bagels
at
at
supper
supper
time. When cereal's on a bagel.
Bagels any time of
Mike
day.
will eat bagels anytime.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
This
as I was
idea,
doing this,
yeah.
you know how people be having their salad,
People be having their salads.
their salads and their burritos and stuff like that, and they don't want to have their carbs. Then there's the other ones. So you got salad bowls.
This guy carb loads.
You got
That's how he keeps his girlish
burrito
figure.
bowls.
I love it.
Bagel bowls.
Okay.
Bagels.
Wait, are you describing a bowl of cream cheese?
No, a bagel shaped like a bowl,
Okay.
and then you can put whatever you choose your bagel.
That's a bread
choose your
bowl.
But so
filling.
wait a second. It's a soup bread bowl, but for bagels.
Yeah.
With the bagel. So basically, you're gonna do what I hated so much when I worked at a bagel store, and someone was like, "Can you scoop it out?"
But that's
You're
no.
The inside of the bagel.
No,
Because how else are you gonna put all the shit in it if you're gonna have a if you have a giant sized bagel that's like a soup
We're gonna cook
bowl,
them in molds, dude. Don't tear down my $1 billion.
I'm not. I mean, I
It's
want.
like it's like 900 million
now
tops.
written.
It's
Look,
like 900
here's the deal.
million tops.
If it was any other subject other
that's
than
true. This guy's an expert.
other than bagels and bass guitar and beer,
I never
and
consulted
buds,
with
the 4
consulted with
Bs.
him during my important bagel guy
Research.
I'm just saying.
research
Yeah,
time.
I know. He had a famous role as a bagel guy, but he never talked to me about it.
Never
I was
asked
a real
him.
life bagel
Wow.
guy.
Yeah,
how often
Timmy
did
knows
you,
about that
How
too.
often did you
I do.
deliver, bro?
I made you sandwiches when you worked at
To be
White
fair,
Claw Florist.
my family
Did he poison you?
My family was too poor to come over to Goldberg's. We would buy our bagels at the food town. So we would
Let's
go.
be real.
we
You
would
get
go
10
down
for the
to-
price
You would
of 2.
buy,
Let's
you
be
would
real.
buy
You were-
bagels at the food town, bring them over to Goldberg's,
Yeah, and
then
he
say,
would cream cheese them up.
please, cream cheese.
I was like, I would walk in and I would say, I want a TV boy to cream cheese my bagel.
Weekend after weekend, this came
TV
true.
boy. That's fucked up, man.
Wait, is that allowed to bring another bagel into a bagel
No,
shop?
only if you
No.
degrade
Have
the
you
person
ever
that
washed?
cream
Have you ever
cheesing.
washed your laundry and then tried to bring it into the
No
laundry
drying.
mat? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out
Yo,
of here.
that's a big
Also, that's a real thing, though. If you try to bring a fucking dollar into a laundromat, sorry for swearing.
$1?
No, you're allowed.
If you try to bring a dollar into a laundromat, they will like question you. They took a 25-cent tax out of my dollar when I tried to get a dollar at the laundromat.
Because they didn't think you were trying to spend it there?
I wasn't spending it there. I was using their change machine. And the guy was like, it's Labor Day weekend. Oh, that's an offensive accent. He was like, it's Labor Day weekend. He was like, it's Labor Day weekend. You can't.
Ooh, don't you live in Chicago?
No, I live in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Eastern European, maybe? A general Eastern European?
You live in Glendale.
No, I don't. I live in a Salvadoran neighborhood, so I was oddly doing an Armenian accent, but good catch. But I walked in with $1 and I go to make change because like none of the grocery stores around me will do change either. I walk in there with a 20. They look at me like I'm insane. They're like, we can do like $1. But if I walk into the laundromat and I put $1 in, the guy sees me and I'm like carrying a bag, like a grocery bag over my shoulder to make it look like I'm about to do laundry. And the dude catches me and is like, you're not using that here. I'm like, no, I am. I'm coming back. He's like, give me a quarter. I'm like, all right, fine. So I paid him a quarter. So I ended up paying 25 cents for 75 cents a quarter.
Oh,
dude, they're hardcore, man.
That's a 25% tax,
yes,
man.
It was massive.
So
he was so mad.
He was Estrella de Coin as opposed to Coinstar.
Correct. Estrella de Cuenta. Sí.
I love that hotel change. Speaking of Rasputin's dick, here is his penis in a jar.
Okay, so wait, do we think bread bowls are a good thing or no?
Oh yeah, no.
Here's
Well,
my issue with bread.
Tim, there's no place around here that says censored. You can cuss if you want.
My thing is, I walked in and I saw that cute little dog, and I didn't want to swear in front of that dog. But my whole thing with bread bagel bowls is that
you won't even talk about Rasputin's dick. Let's go right back.
I eventually will talk about Rasputin's dick because it is big and weird.
It's unavoidable.
But bagel bowls, my thing is, Mike, the whole thing behind a salad burrito bowl is it's the removing of the shell, right?
Right.
So what do you fill the bagel bowl with?
You're thumbing your nose at convention.
Okay. Do you fill the bagel bowl? Do you fill the bagel bowl with hot cream cheese that you spoon into your mouth?
No, God.
I got this, Mike. Let me explain.
Yeah,
I got this.
Okay, good.
When you carve out the bagel, you have a shell. That shell, let's say, maybe feels like a sub sandwich or like something else. It's just like a bread. It's like you carve out a bread.
It's a canvas.
And then you put your
It's
meats
called
in,
taco salad.
or you put
is
your
what it's called.
cream cheese in, and then you fold it up so it looks like a little football, and then you eat it.
I don't want to belabor this point at all.
Bagel tacos?
This is a taco
This is a
salad.
separate $1 billion idea. Is a $500 million idea.
This is just a variation of a taco salad.
Nope.
Yes, it is because if the bagel bowl
Tacos, sandwiches have nothing to do with each
Okay,
other.
listen.
Yes, they do.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Look,
Okay, go ahead.
a taco bowl is the tortilla fried in a bowl.
Not
form.
always. Sometimes it just comes in a regular bowl.
No,
Yes.
not usually.
Chipotle, they don't.
Well,
they
you
don't
know
put
what?
chips on
Chipotle
them.
can suck it. I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the
Brands we hate.
Chipotle.
I'm talking about Chipotle.
They got a Chipotle down the street.
Guys, anyone who's in a band and listening right now, if you're on tour, you go to Chipotle and you show them your schedule, and they will give you a free burrito. That's the only thing they're good for. Suck them dry.
Insider tip.
True.
I don't think they're no longer partly owned by McDonald's, so I think it's okay. You can eat there, whatever. Who cares? Right?
Okay. Anywho, what I'm saying is that a taco salad
Consists
of the taco shell on the outside and the stuff on the inside. A bagel bowl consists of a bagel on the outside, shit on the inside. It's a variation of a theme.
But the shit that you put on a bagel is just cream cheese.
Not always.
Not always. I
Well,
worked in a bagel store.
can
Bagel
There's-
sandwiches.
There's 15 different kinds of cream cheese, first of all.
Very recently, I got a picture
16
of
if you count
Funfetti.
the raspberry strudel one.
I got a
Funfetti cream cheese?
Rasputin's dick cream cheese is 17.
Ain't no way you can find Rasputin's cream cheese outside of Moscow.
Okay.
Well, speaking of, I guess the reason they kept his dick was for virility, right?
Lox, whitefish, and
What do you mean
Rasputin's
virility?
dick.
I had a whitefish bagel the other day.
They chip a little bit of Rasputin's dick off and put it in a pill form, and you can take it.
My guess would be the liquid that's in this jar. I'll put the picture up, but the liquid that's in the jar surrounding that huge horse cock, I believe they would sip out of and think that would give them much healthier sex drive. Stronger.
Formaldehyde.
But yeah, that all depends on the liquid you put around the cock.
That's true.
It literally all is just like, I put Gatorade in it.
Remember when everybody was obsessed for like a week with drinking the mummy juice?
No.
There was like a mummy that they opened up, and all of a sudden, it was spoiled, and some juice came out of it.
It's mostly just Mountain Dew
is that
Code
for real?
Red.
Yeah. And everybody was like, "I want to drink the juice."
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
come on, people. Let's
we're
respect the dead, okay?
Who
Except for the ones with huge dinguses.
Like Rasputin.
Yeah.
And his giant jarred penis.
Yeah, I'm not sure what who the person was that was like, hey, we should keep this in a jar.
It's a hoax,
There's
bro.
legends.
Who the fuck knows?
Can I see a better picture? Not for any horny reasons.
He wants
just
you
for
to
research.
No, but can you send it to him in a text message so that
Why
he
is
can
it
go to
so-
the bathroom and come back later?
Yeah. Why is it so pointy? Is that what everyone's penis looks like?
What is that?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's like a little. It's like you have a rubber band around the tip of it.
And this is going to give away a lot about me.
In Russia, we don't use rubber bands.
Yeah.
We use hair of widow.
In Russia, penis is in jar.
Okay, guys.
But doesn't it seem like they use the part of the penis that's also inside you?
Yes.
You measure from there, bro.
Okay,
you definitely
so you measure from
Oh yeah, you measure from there.
Wait.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah, I've been
that
doing this
changes
wrong.
everything.
So you're saying I'm 6.5?
Jeremy's discovered new lease on life.
Tinder profile updating, just adding numbers.
Tim, I've had a girlfriend for the last almost 2 years.
Don't know if you know about that.
I met her at the
Yeah,
wedding.
at the
We
wedding,
sat
yeah.
near by each
Yeah,
other.
we talked, we
At
laughed, we joked.
Oh, did we have a laugh? Oh, did we have a joke?
The Tamborelli wedding is what you're referring
It's
to.
a
Oh, gosh,
Tamborelli Detweiler wedding.
That's
Please.
right.
It's
The
not-
Dieterellis.
The Dettarellis.
The Dettarellis.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
I'm
she
wearing my
would
wedding
care.
shoes, as you know.
They're
Yeah.
both
Me too.
wearing their wedding shoes.
Well, no, these are second generation because I destroyed mine because I brought them on our honeymoon.
Honeymoon's over, bro.
Oh, you've gone back for another pair.
He
So-
insisted on walking
I actually did,
3.5
you know
miles
what?
a day for Sagres.
He was just practicing up and down the aisle.
So Zion Williamson famously almost tweaked his ankle because his shoe blew up.
exploding
Did
Nike
you keep
shoe.
the van? Do you think because his is like is worth about $250,000?
I wasn't allowed to get rid of them. I took the new box with these
you
new
put the
shoes
old ones
came in.
in.
I put the old ones in.
That's
Because they're
good.
my wedding shoes.
And you and
I guess
Caitlin
I
made a
feel
time
like
capsule?
I feel like on Cinco de Mayo every year I'm gonna have to put them on, even when they're like fucked up.
Y
Like,
bailar, y
honey, I
cantar.
can't look. It's one or the other. Do you want to go out for dinner or do you want me to wear these fucking shoes? Because I can't do both.
Yeah, you can do both. Don't sell yourself short. You're super
No, I'm
down.
telling you, no. The underneaths are messed up now.
The bottoms.
Yeah, the bottoms are screwed.
Or we could call
They're
them
Is that what they call them?
Underneath.
Is that what they call them?
No. I mean, look.
Danny speaks in Stranger Things.
The soul
The
nether
sunken, the
regions.
sunken place with no soul.
Yeah, I'm from. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm from out of town.
Did
what do
you
I know
see?
about
Did you
shoes?
see Us? Because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm
I haven't
ashamed.
seen Us, and this is the biggest shame. I never saw the first one.
You never saw Get Out?
I never saw.
I
Get
bet
Out.
you
Get
never
Out.
even voted for Obama. You sack.
I don't voted for Obama one time because I'm good at voting. I skipped voting the first time because I was still registered in New Jersey but living in Chicago. So I did
Oh,
not.
Danny knows about that hustle.
I don't. You can edit that out. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You still
man.
vote in New Jersey?
Yeah, I do.
Good for you. Doesn't
my
New Jersey
ID.
need your vote more than New York?
That's why I do it.
Thank
Is that
you.
wrong or is that bad or good?
As leftist liberals ourselves.
And look at Danny's residency in New Jersey. Legalize marijuana on the way.
Wow.
True. And if New York doesn't get on the boat, then they're going to have a hell of a time taking people out of the PATH train coming back and forth from Jersey.
That started off being one of the weirder metaphors. It was a weed boat, but it ended up being a train.
No, yeah, I think it's like that song, "People Over the World, join in."
hands.
Join
So
train.
The weed
We're on
the weed boat.
Weed train.
The weed boat.
Yeah.
Weed
Well,
Yeah.
boat.
It's actually a reference to a film, which was The Taking of Pelham 420, which was a famous.
Oh yeah, it was a
Remake.
famous Woody
Sequel.
Harrelson,
Gene
Wesley
Hackman.
Snipes team up about at the end of the shift, one New York City subway train would collect all the weed.
This
And
is
Jennifer
good.
Lopez is a transit cop
I
who
knew she
knows.
was in it.
Yeah,
J-Lo.
I knew
has
she'd be
to
in
it's a
it.
New York movie.
Yeah, she's on the. She rides that 6 train all the way up.
Hasn't rode that fucking thing in 30 years. I guarantee it. Maybe 40.
I don't know.
Look, that.
A fly girl, Jennifer Lopez
Let me
didn't
tell
ride
you
that fucking
something.
subway.
Let me tell you something. She wrote a song called "I'm Still Jenny" from the Block,
No.
which
Remember.
indicates that she probably still uses the 6 train from time to time.
Yes,
does.
yeah. It says, I believe one of the lines is, "My Metro card 275 at a time." So that means that she's at least ridden the train
Right,
since the
since
last
the upcharge when
since
it
the
was
last
250
subway
and up
since the last
up a
subway fare
quarter.
change. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
it's kind of like holding up today's paper. In your ransom photo.
Having your date. Yeah.
It's like, I'm alive.
It's like
don't know what to tell you.
It's the Reddit AMA picture that they need to verify you. It's the same thing.
Did you all ever go to Danny? I know you grew up. You both grew up around. Well, everyone but Jeremy grew up around here.
Don't worry, he'll be a real boy someday.
But did you guys ever take the train into the city to go to something weird like the Ripley's Museum or something like that to see a jarred penis?
Halloween parade. I went with.
No, we did.
Did you really the Halloween parade?
Yeah,
that's rad.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I went a few times. I went with these guys to Philly. We had a Philly adventure. We went to the Muter and looked at all. I'm sure there's got to be a Rasputin-esque dick for
like
you
the American
there.
Rasputin who would be Elvis.
But they're mostly like baby fetuses and and they're on
two-headed cows.
And you're like, I wouldn't think about drinking that. That's for sure. I wouldn't look at that jar and be like, I should probably drink some.
Wasn't
of
that Rocky Dennis?
Maybe I'll get
two-headed
younger.
Cow?
Wait, Rocky Dennis is the kid from Mask, which Danny tried to play in a reboot.
I think we could do it. I think we could do it. So who would you be? Would you be Cher's boyfriend?
I would be Cher's boyfriend. Who was played by Sam Elliott, right? Yeah.
Sam Elliott, like brunette, is Time Machine Sam Elliott, bro.
When they're playing Ripple, spoiler alert.
Don't joke
something
up.
else.
Don't joke up.
Something
when
else.
Rocky had died, and when Rocky had died, and they're walking through the house and they're looking for him, and they're playing Ripple by Grateful Dead. That's a moment right there.
It's a big one.
That's a good movie. That's one of the last Eric Stoltz as a pure redhead great roles.
Wow.
What roles did he have after being a redhead?
Well, I mean, I guess he's still a redhead, but what does he do anymore?
There's like some kind. There's some kind of wonderful.
Wait, he was in Some Kind of Wonderful?
Some Kind of Wonderful, Pulp Fiction, and Mask, and that's basically it.
And he was supposed to be Marty McFly.
Isn't that great that you would be known like that? I'd love for the biggest piece of trivia about me that I was supposed to be in Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
I would love for that to be the big piece of trivia about me. I was supposed to be.
Should have been me.
Yeah.
Before they hired Ryan William Scott, or what's his name?
Sean Williams.
Sean Williams.
So the script called for like ostriches. The first page of the script called for ostriches and Henry Kissinger.
Oh yeah,
the first.
Well, shit, man. I mean, you were almost there.
Yeah, so I went with the one that in the singing penis was not in Slackers in the script.
Is that true?
That's something we came up with in the week of.
Is this honestly true?
Boo, 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 boo.
That is a scene that has lived in my memory long and hard, Rasputinly hard.
As a penis in a jar guy.
As a fucking. Yeah.
It's as pervasive as formaldehyde in the environment.
That's right.
And it'll make you live forever.
That's right.
Why was it so
persistent?
It was
rising to the top of your mind.
Well, I mean, what's going on here?
I mean, you've all seen the scene that we're talking about. Clearly,
Jeremy.
Let's recap it.
Yeah,
I lived it.
Yeah, let's recap it.
Can you recap it for us,
Tim?
Michael?
You're the fan. So.
Oh you recap it. For
it was the movie. The movie Slackers came out in what 2000 maybe 1999 somewhere in there.
I want to say
2002.
I want to say 2002.
Shit. Okay, so I was a teen. I
got your back.
I was a teen, almost in my 20s ish. No, it would have been in my 20s, and I was, that was one of our generation's like college movies, and that scene was always one of the weirder and more like offbeat scenes. That was also not sexualized, but it did contain a penis. So it was like very
interesting.
Highbrow.
Yeah, it was highbrow. It was slightly confusing for me as a guy who's like, I had always been
tall. So people would always expect you to have a big red penis.
Big, giant, red, covered in tape penis. Yeah. But.
oh, yeah. No one mentions
I can still literally, I can still visualize.
You think you could draw it from memory, Jeremy? Could you have any? Have a drawing?
For the listener,
drawing program on the
Jeremy's, Tim's getting flushed.
I'm extremely red.
He's sweating a little bit.
I'm sweating profusely.
And Jeremy's looking up the scene on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I would backtrack but finish what
No. I remember it being a moment, not that I questioned who I was sexually, but it was a moment of like, well, shit, man, dicks are okay too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That takes a long time for people.
Yeah, for gingers,
Yeah, streakers have had it all along. They've had that mentality where they're like they're body positive, but streakers.
Oh yeah,
but
streakers are very body positive.
Yeah,
but
true.
But like people like me who have weird body image issues used to before a little help. There's no way I would have struck.
No, it was
streaked.
It was
Stroked.
Impressive. It was a good scene. And
Struck. Thank you.
Yeah,
but now with this new information about the lengths of penises, that changed everything.
Did it change you, Michael? Did it make you feel more comfortable with yourself?
I realized I had always been singing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" wrong.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they let me know like after they've been watching it in the editing room. and I'll leave it to the listener to figure out how.
Wow!
Oh.
I like that. I like that.
I don't want to backtrack too much, but we talked about the Mutter. I always say Mutter Museum.
Muter.
Is it Muter?
There's an umlaut. Yeah,
but there was a woman that was dying because she was turning into bone.
She was ossifying. She was ossifying.
So she got her wish. Her final wish was to be displayed in the Mutter Museum. Muter Museum. Wow.
Is this recent?
This is just like a week ago.
What?
February 28th, 2019.
How much of
human
her body?
She had gargoylosis. Let's see
She had
the picture.
fibrodysplasia ossificans progressia, FOP.
Ossificans, bro.
I heard
that's where we're moving
when
to. The
see
houses are so cheap there. Ossificans.
Kansas.
We're moving
I'm
there.
choosing to move to Ossifa, Arkansas.
Yeah, that's true. A little more racist.
Yeah. A little bit hotter. I like it down there.
Or rice.
Yeah.
Also, to follow up, and this is not related to that, don't be fooled. Wait, no. From In Living Color and movie scripts to On the 6th.
Did you just say
J-Lo to this headline
It's on Ohio
clips.
Sound.
On the 6th, baby. I told y'all.
And read the other line about she was like, pay my Metro card $2.75 at a time.
No,
I remember when the phone call was just a dime.
I enjoyed hummus on the train.
Wait, is that a line from the song?
No, but that's Mike's.
Because a fly girl like me is going insane.
Okay.
Because a fly like me is going insane.
You really took it there.
Tim, I don't know if a lot of people
know about this, but everything bagel topping is sold as everything but the bagel. It's sold without bagel. So
is that true?
Yeah. It's the brand name is everything but the bagel, and it's
delicious.
It's like
that's my Scott. That's my Scott Klezmer band.
Yeah.
Everything but the bagel.
Scott Klezmer.
So but that's an interesting point that an everything bagel does not have everything on it. If it did, it would be disgusting.
Discuss.
Yeah. Well, it would be.
What do you mean? Like, what would you rule out? Butterscotch or broccoli?
Sure.
Broccoli Rob?
Yep.
Cinnamon, I love.
Do you have cinnamon raisin everything bagel? That's a screwed up thing, man.
With lox and cream cheese.
Oops, we messed up.
We were talking about the many movements of a movie called Delirious. One with Steve Buscemi and one with John Candy. And the John Candy one is famous in my mind for lox and cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel. Get it out of here! That's the whole line read from a movie.
You don't remember that movie?
Don't yuck my yum.
Look. Tell that to the bagel man.
No,
in
that's
the movie.
what Cynthia Nixon said while running for governor.
I know,
and doing the exact same. And
she ate that?
Yeah, revealing that's
she
her
said,
same.
"Don't yuck my yum."
She ate that sandwich?
Yeah.
Maybe without the lox. Maybe it was just with cream cheese, but it could have been with the lox.
Cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel is not get that out
cream
here.
cheese, no big deal.
No, it was with lox.
Now let's get that out of here. If anyone's ever seen the John Candy movie with Muriel Hemingway,
Probably 5 people have at least. At least.
I just stalked his children on Instagram the other day.
John Candy?
I don't know. Somebody had
his
posted.
daughter's a comic. I think.
Yeah. She's a comedian. And that's where I brought this whole thing up. Some people, obviously I said funny man to Tim De La Motte, but you're a comedic actor working in L.A.
That's right.
Well, I would think you would be known for the Halo Top ice cream commercials. You were the devil in the Halo Top ice cream commercials.
True.
That's something special.
Immortal Tim De La Motte.
Truly,
I'm going to do some research.
This is pretty good. I'm going to take these back for analysis.
That's it. Yeah, that's good. Good.
Yeah, that was. I'm now a GIF. I found out.
What a nice feeling.
I'm a series of GIFs. That was in their renewal for the second year. It was a.
You got a renewal for a second year?
I got a renewal for the 4 slots.
Nice.
It was not too shabby, but yeah.
I had texted you from a taxi at some point.
That's right. My aunt did the same thing.
What, you were in Taxi TV?
I was on Taxi TV. My aunt did the same thing. She texted me. She was like,
just why do I want to get in cash cab? So what does your aunt say?
I Same thing. She said, I just wanted to be on Cash Cab. Now I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
This is such a disgrace.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
so
mad.
bad.
Jealousy.
I'm in such a low point right now. But,
Yeah, I've never felt worse.
but at least I get to see you.
No, she said, I've never felt worse. And now I see your face.
Comforting me in this, let it be.
No.
You keep putting it positive spin on it. Let me go further. I keep seeing your face comforting me as reminding me how badly I want to be on Cash Cab.
How much I'm not on Cash Cab right
and
now.
how much Bill Bailey is not in the front seat of this
It's
cab.
Ben Bailey.
No, it's Bill Bailey.
No, he's got Bill Bailey, the famous circus guy.
vaudeville song topic.
Flying Pants Man.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? His name was Bill Bailey.
That was Ben.
It was Bill Daly, famous
It's okay,
mayor.
There's no research, and I'm not going to fact check it.
That's
It's
what we're
Ben. It's 100% Ben Bailey.
That's
That's
Mayor
And I'm not usually.
Bill.
I'm just trying to tell you that maybe that's why she wasn't getting on, is because you kept telling her it's
wrong
Cash
Bill
Cab with Bill Bailey.
Look, just look for guys in vaudeville
I
costumes.
swear it's the guy.
Yeah.
Get in my cab.
Put on a straw cap and start spinning around a cane, and Bill Bailey will come to you.
We don't wear enough garters on our arms lately, people.
There are 4 of us in here right now. We could start some
8.
kind of
4.5.
4.5 people in here. Is Muppet here?
Yeah.
Muppet's under the table. She's napping.
Well,
Christ.
Muppet has
Shout out
enough,
to the studio.
Yeah, enough
we
garters.
soothe
She's
Muppet with
got
our
the-
voices. Oh no, here, no. Oh, that's your foot. Never
She's
mind.
got the garters?
Eyes are open.
Or he?
Yeah, what were you saying, Mike? She has garters?
I mean, she's got room enough for garters as well. If we all do, that would be 20 in this room alone.
I took her to Petco today because her stomach has been weird.
Dog
and
garters?
She pooped out an asparagus early, and she doesn't eat asparagus.
A whole stick?
I'm hoping it was asparagus.
It was
I don't know
shaped
what
like
it was.
an asparagus?
Yeah, and when I picked it up, I squeezed it a little bit just to see.
Did you eat it and see if it made
Go
your
ahead and
pee,
take that
your pee
sip,
smelled
Mike.
funny?
Tim,
I'm just
what's your name?
concerned about this.
Well, I was too. So I went and got her some better food, and she ate the first time in the day. And
Tim De La Motte drinks Danny and Mike brand East Coast from the Newburgh Brewing Company.
That's right. No, but I went and of course they have all these spring outfits for dogs now.
Oh, no.
And they have this. I took a picture. There's
Oh, no.
They have a little straw hat that's about 4 inches long with a pair of sunglasses sitting on top.
Oh, no.
So you bought them?
I did not. No.
In case your dog...
They have a dog photo studio inside the store.
I was going to say, do they have dog Instagram account launcher areas like where you can...
I would think a smart thing would be like the dog enormous easy chair like they have at street fairs.
The dog enormous
You know the
easy
big,
chair?
you know the the huge easy chair that you can take pictures with enormous.
Oh,
props,
yes,
like
yes, the
huge
Lily
Corona-
Tomlin style
the huge-
chair.
Yes, the huge Corona, the incredible shrinking woman chair.
yeah.
You can take a picture with the huge Corona bottle or the huge beach ball or the huge teddy bear.
Yeah.
What if you applied that sort of?
Yeah. I could see that.
Does-
Billy
A huge
Miller.
piece
Does
of weird
Muppet-
poop that came out of Muppet's butt?
You would have that at Petco for your your huge or tiny dogs to look huger or tinier.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm laughing.
Because somebody did that recently too. There was a social thing that blew up where his dog is a small dog and she has a bigger personality, so he would Photoshop
She
the dog.
has a huge cock.
She has a Nostradamus cock
It's a
or whatever.
Rasputin hat.
Yeah.
No, but he would Photoshop the dog huge as to give the dog a little more confidence. Now, I didn't know dogs
The dog
cared,
doesn't know.
but
Look,
apparently...
come on. If dogs can watch TV, they can totally look at pictures of themselves in the form of selfies
Does
on
dog...
your phone.
Jeez, kids will watch anything. My son sat through several episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds with me last night. Why is your kid watching anime? Why are you watching anime with your kid?
The kid's... Your son
That's
is
cool.
2.5.
2.5? I mean, that's not anime age. Anime age is like 16 incel basement.
is it though? 16?
I would say it's a little bit later.
At any age.
Look, under 7 years old, there are epileptic seizure concerns with some of these animes.
This did have some flashing stuff, but none so bad as the Pokemon.
Well, okay, so 2.5, Mike exposed his child to anime. What do you think you're going to do?
At 2.5?
Is that what you're going for? 2.5?
Are you aiming for
show him some Yu-Gi-Oh at 2.5?
He's rubbing Shonen Jump manga on Kate's belly.
I won't be 6 years old or I won't have a 6-year-old kid watching
Akira.
Kreischer. Remember, I won't say who it was, but we were over at a friend. We were over at a friend's house a couple weeks ago, and he swears that his kid, when he's playing video games, doesn't listen to anybody. It's just totally tuned out.
Right.
And look, I'm sure it probably does happen, and he's a little more prone to seeing how this works, but he was like, yeah, no, I can put on whatever. So he put on, right, what's his name? Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Oh, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, he wanted to put on a Bert Kreischer special. And
the comedian.
And it's like
it's cussing.
It's
F this and
F this,
that.
F that, and I'm talking
Rasputin's
about
D this,
S-ing someone's D's and all these things, and like it just like I kept looking over, and he was just playing his game.
How old is this young man?
6,
you said?
Right? What do you say? 6?
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
I know you were there.
Yeah,
we were all there. We were all complicit, and I felt so dirty.
Yeah,
I felt really dirty.
I didn't even notice.
You didn't notice?
No.
But he was testing.
Mike's desensitized to it.
Yeah, he was kind of testing, and I was like, "This is a bad test. Like either way you go, you're gonna lose on this. Because what if the kid picks up 1/100th of what's going on in this Netflix show?"
I've confessed. I'm at the perfect demographic for this not to make sense to 90% of people.
Sure.
In my computer class, we had Apple II-Cs and II-Es.
I remember those,
when I was a kiddo, and probably like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. And I wrote a logo program. You could move the turtle around.
Logo writer? I remember Logo Writer.
I had Logo Writer, yeah.
And I got in trouble because I named my logo programs like fuck and shit and stuff like that. I've mentioned this before. Confession.
I mean, that's not, but that's what's going to happen. What is this kid going to do? He's going to go on his school's Twitter feed and talk about,
anime?
I don't know. All I'm saying is that I'm probably not going to let my kid do much.
He's surely going to
not going to get the phone. That's for sure.
He's surely going to be the only 6-year-old who knows who Bert fucking Kreischer is, which may make him a weird social pariah to begin with. Like, hey, have you guys seen Bert Kreischer?
Hey, have you
guys know about this comedian?
Did you hear the latest special? He really tears him a new ass.
Yeah, kids in kindergarten are like, yeah, letters and whatever, but Bert Kreischer, dude, that guy's hilarious.
Did you see the new trailer for the new Bert Kreischer? No, you mean Dora? You mean the Dora movie?
Yeah, Boss Baby 2.
No, I'm talking Bert Kreischer.
Boss Baby 2?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you guys give Getty the phone a lot? Does he get a tablet or a phone time?
No, my mother spoils him a little bit that way. Yeah. He was going nuts in the restaurant last night. We went to get some soup dumplings.
Damn.
And he likes that stuff. And afterwards, he did not like my chicken, and turns out neither did I, as I found out today. And
oh yeah, it was.
But he was longing for the phone.
But he just kept running to the front of the store. I made the mistake of supplying him with a play on words, telling him that was the Bambuda at the front of the restaurant. There's both a Buddha and a bamboo
plant. That is
plant.
the coolest word.
There's a Bam Margera statue.
Yeah, exactly. He started saying, "Take me to the Range Rover, you fucking pussy."
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
He had 50 or 60 people paid for an appearance in New York, and he didn't think it was enough. He was there early, and people didn't show up, and he was pissed off, and so he just told his agent he had to leave. He was like, "I'm out of here."
This is your son?
And no, this is Bam Margera,
okay.
Who is also
I'll do whatever the hell I want.
He's already booking. I just picked up a phone call from a mystery number.
And it was Bam?
Yeah, it was kind of close.
Pull me around the fucking Range Rover.
We came early because you said to come early. Where is everybody? There's 50 people sold tonight. Get me! Go! All right, go now! Get my Range Rover and take me home, you fucking pussy.
Take me home. Bro, take me home, you fucking pussy.
First of all, I know I failed because Adele and him have moved to Bucks County.
Oh, yeah.
I'll know I fucked up.
It was get my Range Rover.
Yeah, get my Range Rover and get me home, you fucking pussy.
I guess that's not bad because you could be saying, could you get your Hyundai Elantra and back up to the...
Get my Elantra and...
Get me Dunn's Lamborghini.
So I don't think I would ever let him talk to me like that.
But you can pay Bam on...
but you just look at that on your phone.
Cameo.
Yes, you can pay Bam Cameo. He could call you and leave you a message saying, "Hey, this is Bam. Get me home." It's
your Range Rover.
Yeah, you can pay him $60 to say that.
I bet you he made money off of him saying that.
1,000%.
Go, hey man, saw your video. Can you tell me to take me fucking home in your Range Rover, you pussy?
Dude.
That would be highly gifable.
Oh yeah, and as someone who went to college in Berks County, which is up, a little bit north and west of Bucks County, it was 2 towns away from anywhere that M. Night Shyamalan made movies. But that accent to me brings me so close to home.
To Latrobe.
Oh, dude, I went to school and I remember people being like, "Oh, are you going home this weekend?" "Oh, yeah, no, I'm going." And I was like, "Why do you people have accents? Like, what do you mean you have an accent?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I talk like everyone on TV." They were very odd people, but very lovely.
And then they said, "You've got a voice for TV."
Yeah, no, and they were like, "Yeah, you should go on." And then I fail out of here in 5 years.
And then I hear you doing your Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nutty Almond Scoops, baby.
Yeah.
So
that's a fun commercial that I've seen a couple times.
The weirder fun part of that commercial is something that was pointed out to me by one of my friends in LA who is a witch probably, and is of that kind of persuasion nowadays,
herbalist,
correct, and believes in animal spirits, etc., found a video outlining the fact that there was someone on TV who thinks that my character from the Honey Bunch of Oats commercial is in the Illuminati because of a patch that I'm wearing on my shirt that is a triangle with a circle in it.
You have the exact same thing on your jean jacket.
I mean, look.
This is you have the exact same pattern on your jean jacket. Jeremy, get a picture. Jeremy, get a picture.
No.
Oh, I got one already.
But this guy's like, he's on YouTube. He's like, "So I'm sitting here watching 90 Day Fiance, and all of a sudden he pauses the TV. Yeah, he pauses the TV. He's got this thing paused for 11 minutes. He goes, all of a sudden I see this commercial for Honey Bunches of Oats. And now Honey Bunches of Oats is delicious. When the milk hits it, it is delectable."
He's just really selling it.
But then he starts playing the commercial, and then he pauses it.
I will not buy it anymore.
Yeah, he pauses it midway through and goes, "Now, what do we see on this Scoutmaster shirt? It's a triangle with a circle in it. Is that the all-seeing eye of Horus? Is that the Illuminati?" I was like, dude, someone send this to me legitimately, because the text I got was like, "Hey, were you in a Honey Bunches of Oats commercial?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, we just found a guy talking about that you might be in the Illuminati." So I'm still waiting for my giant briefcase full of cash to arrive at my house. Or
just have
is that what happens when you're in the Illuminati?
You could just get a helmet that lets you read people's thoughts.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, maybe they've given me one already, and that's why
you're here.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm so unsuccessful at everything else in my life. No, Michael, it's true.
I don't think.
What about Son of Zorn? That did really well.
I wasn't in that, you son of a bitch.
I thought you
Isn't
did
that
great.
Henry Zabrowski?
I thought you did great as Zorn.
Oh yeah, I was Zorn once.
I mean, it's just
wait, who was Zorn?
Wasn't that Jason Sudeikis?
Yes. So not the first time I've been compared to Jason Sudeikis. By the way,
gorgeous man. You, not him.
We both are.
And yeah, there you go. Let's meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That struck me as such an LA show.
Oh yeah, dude. All of those shows though that are just kind of like. They don't make sense to anybody else.
But BoJack Horseman, can draw from a very large, BoJack Horseman,
isn't that so inside?
Robot Chicken, can draw from a huge talent pool because so many people live in LA. Type of, hey, can you do a voice?
I did just see Seth Green and Bobcat Goldthwait having dinner at a Mexican restaurant.
Blind item.
All I wanted to do was just walk up to them and be like, "Mr. Green, Mr. Bobcat, I too was struck by lightning, and that's why I also have to talk like this." And then try and do a fucking Bobcat Goldthwait impression.
Wow.
But I chickened out.
I'm glad you chickened out.
You know, Bob.
I'm glad you left.
I know Bobcat. Yeah.
I'm glad you left Cantor's Deli in one piece.
It was, what the hell was it called? It was a freaking vegetarian taco place. I know.
Hey, some real inside baseball here.
Yeah.
Tell Jeremy though for the listener.
It was called Little Mama. I don't remember.
Little Mamas.
What am I telling him? It was definitely not the
You're telling the vegetarian in the room what the restaurant was.
I've been not eating meat.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. You look healthier. I wanted to say it before we even brought up this stuff, but no, it's not true.
I don't think
you look great though.
I appreciate.
He's worried about your Dodgers hat because there's a lot of salt stains on it.
Yeah, well,
you shoveling a lot of snow?
No, I'm riding
his bike a lot.
Dude, awesome.
I'm the only idiot who rides his bike in Los Angeles.
No.
It's too hot.
Oh, this time of year.
You know what we do though, Mike?
Full time.
We got to get you out there, man. They do camp coffee on the river on Wednesday mornings around 7 a.m. everybody goes down the river and makes coffee in like a camp stove setup.
In the LA River.
Yeah, at the LA River. So you all ride down, you bring your camp coffee setup. Jesus. So you bring like a little stove, a little pot, you make coffee in the morning, you sit there until 8 a.m. and then you go to work.
Now you know why the middle of America hates California.
Yeah, dude, it's a real disaster. All those libs making their camp coffee.
Somebody ought to send Arnold Schwarzenegger through there and
that's what I was just thinking.
Shoot them all.
Why?
Because everything I see about the LA River has a car dashing running over dumbasses that are making coffee.
There's a lot of water there now. Yeah. It's a lot bigger than it was in the 90s.
Oh, there is.
You can't really do that.
I thought they were out of water.
There's no T2 style, car chases
dry
with
wash.
But in a weird way,
a foot and a half of the LA River, 18 inches on each side.
But in a weird way, we are appropriating hobo culture by getting down there and making coffee.
You've mined every other culture.
Every other subculture has been ruined by hipsters. It's time for hobo culture.
And we have Taco Train Tuesdays as well, where you hop on a train.
You drive to Bellflower. You get off the train in Azusa and you eat tacos.
Flashback Friday, we literally just flash you in the face with a Polaroid camera.
Yeah. And then we post it on the fucking bulletin board.
Oh, man.
We went record shopping when we were in Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, man. And, home of some great punk and ska bands, Gainesville.
There was Danny's Scott Klezmer band.
Yeah. Everything but the bagel.
I don't even get that, but go ahead.
It's everything but the girl, but they're not. They're neither klezmer
nor ska.
The bagel klezmer. It's
Jeremy took the opportunity to steal a Gene Krupa record from me.
Still talking about
this. Wow, this is twice now.
But I got some good country records while I was there. I got somebody, and I got a Red Clay Ramblers record.
Who's that?
It's just like a bluegrass kind of country band. So I had gotten one album before and liked it. So I was like, "Oh, Red Clay, okay, $5."
I did wrap that record up for you, but
really nicely.
If you want to take it and borrow it? We'll throw out the 6
bubble wrap.
Thing.
Were there hobo songs on this record?
So Gerard comes over. My son likes to play records and likes to play CDs and likes to press the buttons and push stuff and put the thing. Want to change the record? Flip the record. This and that. Hit the needle. And so he goes, "Daddy, what is?" I was like, "This is cowboy music." And he goes, "Oh, So I pick him up and I start dancing because it's like kind of an upscale. It's kind of an up tempo.
Yeah.
Lowbrow cowboy. Lowbrow hobo, and highbrow hobo. And then they
highbrow hobo.
Yeah, they go into it. There's like a Rocky Top kind of breakdown, and there's some picking and some stuff that sounds very
grinning,
some very
definitely some
a little swinging,
some very Irish sounding type of reels and stuff like that. And Gerard just picks it out because I was like, these are cowboy boots on one of the albums, and there's ponies on the other one, and this is the one with the red bandana.
Oh yeah.
So he
knows that.
So that record is the red bandana record, and he knows that one has like a couple of fast tunes that we can dance. Reels. And he goes, "You want Daddy hold you and dance like the cowboys do?"
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but I have to dance. Like I put the record on, then go into the next room so I can really dance and not skip the record.
Tim, your dad called me and he said that you stole some of his records.
I did.
He wants them back.
I mailed myself.
Is this accurate or is this a setup?
This is real. I mean, I did. He didn't call.
He didn't call. His dad.
Did you ship?
His dad stopped returning my phone calls in 2000. I don't know why.
You did, right? Fourth class. Bro.
I shipped them in. I stole a Yankee jacket from my dad and about 40 records, and I mailed them to myself in Los Angeles.
Wow.
There's some crazy records, dude.
There's some cool stuff. What were we going through when we were there? There was we have a lot of Sons of the Pioneers, going back to your cowboy stuff, which was like Gene Autry's backing band way back in like the 30s and 40s. We have
seeds tumbling down.
There's
tumbleweeds.
Yeah, all those tumbleweeds. Literally, like a whole half of the album is about tumbleweeds.
There wasn't a lot of vegetation up there to look at. We cut down everything else for firewood, so this is what we have left.
Yeah, we had that and a lot of cowboy tunes. We were big fans of Big Rock Candy Mountain when we were kids, my brother and I.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a hobo tune.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely a hobo.
Yeah, it's like, dude, there's a mountain out there that's made of rock candy. And like, the funniest thing is the lyric
there are no dentists, and there's like a root beer spring. Right?
And all the cops have wooden legs. So like, cops can't run after you.
Great.
It's like, it's a great
Everybody
vision.
carries termites with them.
Yeah.
Termites are just a bucket of water, because if you throw that water down, it's going to be muddy, and those sticks ain't going nowhere.
Termites are just a bucket of water, just like bed bugs are just a pair of shoes.
Let's not talk about bed bugs.
No. Well, look, that's the thing. Bed bugs, they're getting smarter. And now they're, now you can tell if you have bed bugs if you have an extra pair of shoes, because they start to look like shoes now. The whole
they form into
quadrant of
they make shape of shoe.
Yeah. If you have
like the Wonder Twins,
if you have disappearing shoes, you might also have bed bugs.
Yeah, they're learning how to be pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, there's a parasite that like gradually eats a fish's tongue and replaces it. And
is that right?
Yeah, it holds on to the fish's. It holds on to the fish's.
I think that means you want me to fact check.
He keeps doing the finger movement.
For the listener, Mike's like, shut the fuck up, Jeremy.
No, I was really trying to do piano playing.
But
it's a fish.
Play the song.
It's a parasite that replaces a fish's tongue and eats part of the fish's food as it goes in.
Terrifying.
But the rest of the fish is cool. It's just like, hey, we're just hanging out.
That's the tongue-eating louse.
Oh,
but this is how
it's a sea louse.
This is how advanced that bed bugs have gotten in Brooklyn, is that they're now posing as pairs of shoes.
Not only that, they're smart. They're posing as vans.
Yeah. Black vans from Danny's
Black vans. Black wedding vans.
Yeah.
Have you ever, speaking of country crap, have you ever been to the pioneer town that's outside of California there? LA?
I went to...
didn't it just burn up?
Paramount Ranch burned.
No, I'm talking Pioneer Town.
That's what I'm thinking.
I have not. Pappy and Harriet's? No,
baby.
I've not been out there.
I'd like to do a Danny and Mike live show there.
If only we could get them to wait. They let everyone do shows out there.
It's true, they do.
But they have good bands and stuff. I mean, in the middle of nowhere.
Really
the
cool Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Really cool bands.
I've always wanted to go.
It's like the Hollywood Bagel Bowl, which is
stop.
it. I'm saying
It's
you choose
really,
you choose your filling. You choose your topping. You choose your fish if you want a
bowl exterior. And maybe you can get a
bronzed egg.
Look, if you want it, the hole can be put on a Rasputin's dick and it can be spun around. And you can
just a Saturday special called Rasputin's Dick.
Yeah.
It's a carrot up the middle. And if we're out of Rasputin's dick, we also have tiger penis, because that also helps with virility.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll give you
It's true. When I was in Thailand, I saw a lot of that.
You went to Thailand?
I was in Thailand, yeah.
When?
2005.
Oh, that trip that we don't speak of.
No, we speak about
it.
The Hangover, right?
Yeah. Got it? No.
I
but
believe
we
it.
were up in like Chiang Mai, and there were all these, outdoor markets, and like there was so much tiger penis. It was just so weird. They're just like, and they just kept like, like the universal sign for like, big strong dick.
You were talking
just
about,
like,
you were talking about penises in the last episode.
No,
and we
I
had talked about them in Los Angeles, the cat penises.
Oh God.
Is a tiger penis barbed like that?
No, I don't remember. I didn't really take a look at it too much. It was just like it looked like a bone.
Shame.
I was just
someone bing that.
I felt weird. I felt weird about it.
We used
I didn't
up
like
all three
seeing
fact checks.
Yeah, sorry, they're all gone.
It's a shame that I can't look up that barbed cat's penis.
Well, look, we've all looked it up enough.
I'd love to want to, but my fingers are frozen. But hands are tied on this one. Like that Bob the Builder bondage porn.
Wait, that's a thing? How old's your son again? I'm kidding. This Bob the Builder. Can we build it?
I don't know. I don't let him watch.
Yes,
I don't really let him watch TV except supervised. My mom she placated him at the soup dumpling place by showing him pictures of himself.
That's fun. My 2.5-year-old niece. My 2.5-year-old niece.
Only child.
My 2.5-year-old niece loves when I take selfies of me and she can see them. I don't know why she likes it.
She's in the frame.
Because she misses you, man.
She's looking.
Because she misses
No,
you.
I'm talking when I'm with her.
Oh.
Yeah. When I'm standing next to her, she goes, no, take a picture of you. But it has to be me and she can see them.
Now I want you to photograph.
So it's just it's like her taking a picture of you, but you're holding the phone.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very cute, though. She's by far this goes off the record, she is my favorite. She's my favorite, niece-nephew combo. What would you call it? In Spanish, they have a word for it.
What is it?
Quinceanera.
No, that's 15.
That's older.
Okay.
Oh, God, now I'm blanking. Sobrino.
I think your brother listens to this podcast, so you're in trouble.
Sobrino, he knows. Sobrino means nephew, but sobrinos can mean nephews, nieces, etc. We have to do that dumb, nephew, niece, blah, blah, blah. But no, my brother knows that I have a favorite.
Just say my sister's kid. Say my brother's kid.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. She is a favorite of my sister's kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy.
Hey, I mean, I haven't been able to differentiate between my two nephews that my sister.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man,
are they twins?
They're just Liam and Landon. They're a couple of years apart, but they look exactly the same.
Those are almost the same name too. That's fucked up.
I know. But it just feels like I'm like, is this the Twilight Zone? I'm just watching like Liam repeat himself.
Like this is Carl with a C and this is Carl with a K.
If they live,
how do you not know the difference?
If they live 1,500 miles west, it'd be Liam with a Y and Landon with a Y.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Landon would have 3 Y's in it somehow. It's Landon. It's L-Y-A-G-Y-N.
N-Y-N.
Yeah. But if it was 2 L's, then it'd be Yandon. I don't know.
Or Llewellyn.
Wow.
Oh, that's a great name.
Llewellyn's a good one.
Yeah.
You call him Lou, you call him Winnie.
Call him
We went through a big thing naming my brother's most recent son. He had a newborn about 30 days ago.
You said we.
Well, the whole family was involved.
Yeah, everybody was talking about
speaking about your brother's child, not yours, right?
But I have a name that I've been hiding away as if I ever have a boy.
Jeremy.
Go ahead.
It's Jeremy Daniel Michael Jr. It's Ernest, which is my dad's middle name, my grandpa's name, my brother's middle name. And my brother was having another son. I'm like, you better not take that name. And he didn't. He named his son a different name. So
you could have adopted. Like
I will eventually.
No, I'm saying you could have adopted like
the boy.
real quick.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
taking the name?
No. You could have adopted a son while
they were pregnant
in the normal way, and then staked your claim by
that's true, and then giving him right back. You're like, no. What are you? How do you do returns?
I just heard my sister-in-law went into labor. I'm getting a kid.
Yeah, and you do 90-day returns on this, right? Like the DXL
I have the paperwork.
Yeah.
I saved it.
Actually, Tim just stole a kid from MacArthur Park by where he lived.
Yeah.
He's like, you're my kid now.
You don't even notice. It's a very sketchy park.
Tim, remember last time we were there and we were walking by and the soccer team that was playing all had ankle bracelets on?
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
MacArthur Park is lonely after dark.
It is.
It's all those GPS signals mingling round.
They play football. There's like adult men, all in white t-shirts and blue jeans, all like tossing a football like they're in a Twilight Zone episode because they're all wearing ankle bracelets. Like they're not having fun. They're just like tossing a ball back.
They're all within 1,500 yards of their own.
Sounds like something the Illuminati would say.
Dog, for real? It's probably true.
You should contact that guy.
Yeah, Tim De La Motte, handsome redhead, mustachioed man.
Right now.
Thanks for tuning in for another great episode.
Another great episode.
So has he cracked other codes here?
It is December the 9th. And I don't know about you, but a lot of commercials lately are popping up with Illuminati symbols.
Okay. That's enough, Jeremy.
And literally, he was watching 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah. So I just imagine
you can see it. You can see it
paused,
on. It's paused, and it says
DVR
Fiance.
Yeah.
So Illuminati pawn.
We'll put that up for you. To see.
Prestige worldwide. Tim De La Motte. How can we thank you for coming on this wonderful
Tim,
show?
tell us what you got going on.
Yeah.
Give us your socials.
Oh, geez. I'm on Instagram, as y'all know, because it's at...
Well, I don't, because you just said that you never see me
I
on
muted you, I think.
Wow.
How do you mute a photo?
Oh, God. Can I teach you?
No, he's not on Instagram. He wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to tag. Anyway.
He's decided that Jack is better than Zuckerberg, and we can't figure out how that's makes sense.
Jack the radio station.
The beard
Jack
is weird. You don't know Jack FM.
Twitter.
That dude is bad.
Yeah, he's not good.
They're all bad.
But
You're right.
No, you're not wrong. The president uses Twitter. It's got to be good. If a 78-year-old
oxygen, what a sucker.
If a 76-year-old man uses it, it's good enough for me. My parents don't get Instagram. That's why I like it. I'm at Tim De La Motte. We had a short film that I was in. Just go to Cleveland International Film Festival.
.com.
Series that I was in with.
Who's in it? Yeah.
Well, that's different. No, Josh Server is in Lunch Break.
Oh, and how did you guys meet?
I don't remember. I want to say it was
you, man.
And then I recently went to a screening of a series that Danny was actually also in called
a web series,
Stellar People.
Oh yeah. You went to the whole thing.
Yeah. So I don't know what's happening.
Did you see yourself?
I did see myself in episode 9.
For the listener, Tim had me on his couch for 2.5 weeks while we shot that.
Literally the best 2.5 weeks of my life.
So I threw him a bone and said, "Hey, man, there's an extra part in here. You should get in on it."
I won't be there, but you should be in it.
I'm not in any of your scenes, but go for it, bro.
Yeah. That was the best. That was one of the funner days.
It was fun. Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on our show, buddy.
Tim. Yes, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate. I know you listen to the podcast every once in a while. So.
Do not dye your mustache black for a part if they ask you.
They asked me to shave. They never asked me to dye it.
Okay, you can do that.
On the way over here, Tim and I were talking, and he was getting excited about being in like a old timey rhythm and blues, like horn section. Band, and I told him that if he shaved his mustache and he dyed his hair a certain color, black, and put on one of those cool black hats and put on black Ray-Bans and a black suit, that he could be Elwood and Universal. And he lives in LA, and there's a Universal right there, and he could be it.
But this is the thing. I'm a fat Elwood.
I mean,
no. You're
just a tall. You're a tall,
thin Jake.
You're a tall, thin Jake, bro.
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
We love you. We love you, Tim.
So give a listen on the Last Podcast Network. We love those guys. The LastPodcastNetwork.com and all their great podcasts like The Story Must Be Told, or The Brighter Side, or The Last Podcast on the Left, which is my personal favorite,
or Top Hat.
Check out our shop at DannyandMike.com to get your own $1 billion idea notebook. Right there on the old shop.
$1 billion ideas.
There's other stuff on there too. T-shirts, all sorts of good stuff.
And then we're about ready to upload that poster that was designed for us recently. So people are gonna love that.
Check that out.
Yeah. Also, you can find this guy on Twitter at DTamborelli, on Instagram at Danny Tamborelli. Michael is there on the Twitter at Michael C. Morona.
My ban expires by the time this podcast comes out.
You got a real ban?
And
are you banned right now?
Damn.
And I'm at Remy Balin at most things.
Another reason to say bye, Jack. Get on Instagram, bro.
Don't you think I would have promoted our appearance on the Jim and Sam show yesterday?
Oh, you
not a post. Not a post.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, Tim, you're goddamn joy.
Yeah, you're a good fun guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
I love you.
You're all right for an Illuminati.
All right now.
Show us your dick.
Fuck.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at DannyandMike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.